drifts away, I would watch you stare. I would watch you stare. Oh.
Hey everyone, this is Shagun from Tipistic Boys, and today we are going to learn how to get more colors in your photograph using Lightroom. And we can say that this is a Instagram style photograph. You can see in thumbnail, and this is going to look really amazing. And it doesn't matter that if you're a beginner or an advanced Lightroom editor, this works with all of the capabilities, all of the, what you have capability of doing in Lightroom. Just follow the steps. And also, if you want to download this photograph, then the link is in the description. You can download it for free without any cost. Okay, so let's start. And here we can see that here's the basic panel. So let us play with the basic panel. So here we can see that there's the temperature. Now temperature basically, if I drop it to negative side, then it will make my photograph blue, and if I drag it to the positive side, then it will make my photograph yellow. So we are going to keep it towards the positive side, but not more than 5 or 6. I'm going to keep it almost 7. Now you can see that I get a little bit of glow. You can press backslash button to see before and after. So previously you can see that there was no glow on the girl's face, but after it you can see there's a little bit yellow glow. Okay, so now we can see tint. Now tint makes your photograph green towards the negative and pink towards the positive, you can see. So I'm going to keep this also at positive side. You can play with it, and I'm going to keep it almost 10, so that I'm just giving it to 10 because the glow of yellow should not be so much on our face. We just adjusted the temperature and to eliminate the glow, so we are going to increase the tint. Okay, now let us play with the tone one and exposure. Exposure can be termed as brightness or something like that, because we can see that exposure makes your photograph too much white and too much black in the negative side. So I'm going to keep it almost 0.24. That would be alright, because having too much will make my photograph so much white, which I don't want. Now contrast actually makes your photograph soft if you keep it towards the negative side, and if you keep it towards the positive side, it makes your photograph a little bit crunchy and hard. So I'm going to keep it towards almost 10, and I recommend you guys to not make it more than 15, because it makes your photograph too much hard. Okay, now we are not going to play with the presence, we are not going to play with the reason, and we are done with the color toning and everything. Now we are going to play with the colors. So before playing with the colors, let us see the before and after. Okay, so previously it was something like this, and now we have they turned our photograph into this. It's looking quite great. And now let us play with the color settings. Now I recommend you to keep it to all, because we have the hue, saturation and luminance together. However, it depends upon situation to situation. Anyways, now red. Here you can see that if you keep the hue of red, wait, I messed up a little bit. Okay, so if you see that when I play with the hue of red, if I keep it to positive side, we can see that we lost our lips color and also that car in these pillar types pattern. So I am going to keep it towards the -100 side. This will give me nice red lips. Here you can see the nice red color, and if you see the these pillars, then they are also in great color. The bouquet of the cars is, looking great. And I'm going to keep it towards the home right now, orange. Now, orange, orange is going to decide your color tone. So I'm going to keep it towards almost 10 or 9. 9 is fine to me. And wait a second. Yes, now yellow. Yellow is not affecting my photograph a lot, but if you see the background, then it's, getting a little bit affected. So I'm going to keep it, almost to positive side, and plus 15 or 16 is alright, okay? It depends upon your taste. Now let us play with the green one, and you can play with the green. It's not affecting a lot to me, so I can keep it wherever. Now when it comes to aqua, there are not a lot aqua, but there are some aqua in my photograph, and I'm going to keep aqua to almost minus 62. Okay, it's looking fine. And blue is something important because we have a lot of blues. If you see the color of her jacket, it's total blue. So let us play with it, because if I keep it to positive side, it's making the photograph purple. So we are going to keep it to almost, minus 40. Okay, purple and magenta are not affecting my photograph, so we are not going to play with purple and magenta. Now saturation is something really important, because saturation, makes the colors more, realistic, or, they brightens the color. Like if I, you can see if I keep it to negative side, then you can see I am losing my colors. If I keep it to positive side, then I am regaining the colors. So I'm going to keep it to almost 42. It's looking good. And when it comes to orange, orange is going to decide your skin tone. So I'm going to keep it to almost, 80. You can see that we get a nice glow on skin. Oh, yes. We get a really nice glow on skin, and it's looking really nice. Now when it comes to green, it's not affecting. And yellow is not, affecting a lot. It's just affecting this background. So you can keep it whatever you want. And when it comes to blue, we are going to leave aqua because we don't have them. When it comes to blue, I'm going to keep them, towards the positive side. You can play with them. And I'm going to keep it 58 because it's looking great, and a jacket is also good looking. Okay, now let us come to the luminance. And luminance, it's, we are not going to play a lot with it. And if you see a before and after playing with luminance, then you can see previously it had no colors, but now we have really nice colors, and you can post it on Instagram. We are almost done now, just a little bit of settings. Now luminance, is not really important part. You guys can skip this, but if you're a beginner, then I recommend you to watch the whole video. So I'm going to, keep it to almost, 4 or 5, because I don't want so much glow in my colors. And if I keep it to, 100, then you can see it's affecting my lips. So almost 5 or 4 is alright. So 4 is okay. And without any, further wasting time, I'm going to keep it directly changing my blues. And my blues would be almost 16. Okay, I know I'm talking a little bit faster, but Lightroom is, all about doing faster, because every photograph has its own colors, and every photograph, deserves its own settings. And if you're using my same photograph, then I don't think that you must have any problem. Anyways, now we are done with luminance also. Now let us go towards the pillow side, and here we have our camera calibration. Now we are going to play with, red, green and blue, and we are not going to play with the shadows because it's not affecting a lot my photograph. You can play with it, if your photograph have a little bit of green and pink color. Okay, so now what we are going to do is increasing the hue of red primary in camera calibration. Almost 15 is okay, 14 is fine to me. Now if you see her skin tones by increasing, you can see her is skin tones, sorry for bad pronunciation. You can see the skin tones, so I'm going to keep it to almost 15. Now here it comes the saturation. Now this is something important. If you're keeping the hue to the positive side, then I recommend you to keep your saturation towards the negative side. I'm going to keep it to almost -30, and we are about to hit our our photograph. And now let us play with the green primary. Green is also affecting our skin tones, so I'm going to keep it towards the almost 29 because it's looking good on 30 also. And if I keep it to negative side, then you can see my skin tones are getting so boring. So I recommend you to keep it to 30 or something like that. Plus 30 is fine to me. We are not going to play with the saturation of green primary. And here it comes, the final, final adjustment, and it is the blue primary. So I'm going to, decrease the blue's hue a little bit, -29 or 26, something like this. -26 is okay, but you can see my skin is looking, not my skin, the model's skin is looking a little bit pinkish, so we are going to increase a little bit of saturation, almost 19 or 20. Okay, let us type, 19 is, 19 is looking fine. And here you can see we have really nice colors in photograph. And let us see a before and after. So here you can see the previous photograph, we have no colors, we have no details, we have no interesting things in a photograph. But after adjustments, we can see that our colors are popping out. We have really nice colors on our model. And that was it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the photograph, if you like the video, then make sure to drop a like and also comment in how you felt about this video. And one last tip is, if you have a little bit of grains in your photograph, then you can use noise reduction. However, my photograph is so clear, but if your photograph have a little bit of noise, then you can adjust this also. Positive 20 is okay, and this will make your photograph a little bit smooth. Okay, so that was it for today, and thanks for watching. And once again, please drop that like button and make sure to subscribe, and also check out my previous videos. Have a good day. Once again, thanks for watching.